Well, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joining us now. And Bob, a lot of events here on the Suncoast this weekend and some nice weather for it, hopefully, too.
I mean, it was just absolutely outstanding downtown. I mean, you couldn't ask for better weather here in February. It was more like late March. We are looking at gorgeous weather, too, to continue on for Thunder on the Bay. And we'll look for great weather for Cortez as well. The Cortez Seafood Festival taking place. And get a look at this. This was happening at Robinson Preserve Mosaic Center. Nature Science and Center there. They're opening up 150 acres. There were 200 people on hand to open that up tonight. Robinson Preserve in Northwest Bradenton. Richard Marr getting this on Siesta Key. Another great shot. Look how calm conditions are out there on the waters. If you have boating planned this weekend, no problems as far as weather goes, with the exception of a little bit of fog in the morning, but that should burn off rather quickly, and we should see decent weather throughout most of the day, both on Saturday and Sunday. So we're in store for some delightful weather. I know a lot of people are down visiting right now, and things are looking pretty good. Sea fog rolling in, a weekend ahead. The temperature and the dew point are already together, and that means a good deal of, at least a good chance for more fog to develop overnight. And no big changes are in store over the next 7 days. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast, as we are anticipating high pressure to dominate our weather, both in the upper levels of the atmosphere and at the surface. Now, satellite and radar shows this frontal boundary, as they have been, weakening as they push toward the state. Now, this front will continue to move into North Florida tomorrow. Most of the energy, though, is moving from the west to the east, and with that frontal boundary not getting much push from north to south, we are not anticipating any cooler weather here anytime soon. 64 degrees right now. It's pretty comfortable out there. The humidity at 100%. That's what happens when the dew point and the temperature reach each other. And east to southeast winds now very light at 3. The pressure 30-21. That's way up there. 77 the high today at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport, well above the average of 73. Current fog conditions projected by forecast models suggesting the sea fog is already starting to develop out there. We're getting a little bit of a haze and a little bit of the fog starting to develop here along the immediate west coast of Florida, and the forecast does call for that to continue throughout the overnight hours and kind of thickening up a bit just prior to sunrise tomorrow. And then it should burn off. All of it should get out of here by 10 o'clock in the morning. If everything goes as planned, that should be revealing partly cloudy skies for us throughout most of the day on Saturday. Temperatures warm statewide. 69 in Pensacola right now. It's 73 in Key West, 73 as well into Miami. And temperatures currently into the upper 60s from Bradenton to Cortez, Sarasota, Venice, Inglewood, all into the upper 60s there, as well as Arcadia and Wauchula. The Gulf water temperature 73 degrees. Now, the Futurecast is indicating that tomorrow morning that fog will still be hanging out there in the Gulf. And then notice what happens. Here comes the front, and just a thin line of showers anticipated on Sunday morning. There's a chance for a few isolated showers here, but that rain chance less than 20%. And then we'll see again the same situation taking place, it looks like, on Sunday morning. Well, satellite and radar imagery showing a west to east flow that's called a zonal flow. There's no meridional flow, meaning that we're not seeing the big drop of that cold air heading our way, but we are seeing that over the northern plains and the northern Rockies. As far as the forecast goes, we are not anticipating any rainfall here. It looks like our rain chance is staying less than 20% right through the next 7 days. Now, a winter storm will again be a problem for Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, all the way through New York and Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine over the weekend. So they're getting their fair share of snow up in the Northeast, where some of the ski resorts are happy about that in Vermont. For the fog tomorrow, that'll be the biggest problem for boaters. Seas running less than 2 feet, mostly smooth on the bays and inland waters. The forecast, look at this, temperatures into the mid-80s all the way through the next 7 days. Low temperatures into the mid-60s, well above average here in February. Jacqueline?
Okay, thank you so much, Bob.